Hi, welcome to the channel. Today it's a bit of a mix and match of a vlog really. I had a few vlogs lined up. In fact, I've got a few vlogs lined up, but a lot of them need quite a bit of research, and this week has just been one of those weeks where I haven't really been able to put my mind to anything. I mean, just keep switching to things and getting distracted, and it's just work really, I suppose.
It's alright.
It's Caravan vlog.
This is quality caravan vlogging. Anyway, today is just a bit of a channel update really. I've got a few things for you. I have made a list, as I say before. I do prepare for these vlogs, although some don't believe me. Some don't believe me. Can you believe that? So yeah, so I've got a bit of an update. I need your advice on something towards the end of the vlog, to do with kind of rebranding of the channel, if you like. I know it's all like Caravan Club rebranding. No, I'm not becoming a motorhome and caravan vlogger. It's just a few changes. So there's that. So I want to discuss, we've made some plans for next year, holiday wise. I had a little chat about that, and a little bit of advice on winterising your caravan, just as part of what you need to be doing with the caravan this time of the year, for those who don't know. So a couple of people have noticed, those are keen-eyed amongst you, we've invested in a new camera and some new audio equipment. So hopefully now it probably won't necessarily bother you. I think I've read in a few places that people will put up with slightly dodgy video, but it's where audio is concerned that people, it's like a turn off for a lot of people. So they think, you know, the sound isn't very good, I'm going elsewhere. So I know I've not been happy with either the quality of the video or the quality of the audio in recent vlogs. So I was going to bring it with me. I've been filming for the last 2 years on basically like a GoPro type camera. It's got an action camera, an Insta360. It's got some interchangeable lenses. It's modular camera, which is really better suited for outdoors. It's quite wide angle, like this. It's quite a wide angle camera, but I've not been happy with the quality, certainly not of the audio. So a lot of the vlogs I've been using an external separate microphone, and that, anyway, I'll not go into the details, it's a bit dull, but anyway, so we have a newer camera, a new microphone, a proper camera this time, like a, you know, what you'd imagine a camera to look like rather than a little GoPro. So hopefully the quality of the audio and the video is better. Now I obviously can't guarantee the content's any better than it used to be. Anyway, we'll soldier on regardless. While I think of it, at the moment, at the time of recording, we're at 5,999 subscribers. If you're not a subscriber and you want to be the 6,000th, there's a, I can never remember what side it is, but there'll be a little Caravan Vlogger logo there. Have a click of that. Subscribe, it's free. There's also a whole host of other things you can do, like clicking notification bell, so that when I release a new video you get an email or something. I can't even remember now. Maybe you get something through you. Anyway, you'll be notified of it. So it'd be handy. It helps the channel, as I've said many times, if you subscribe. If you don't subscribe already, if you do subscribe and you're one of the 5,999 subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing and viewing, of course. Right, so last weekend we were in Brighton. If you remember the Facebook group, you may have seen me put a photo up. I'm not sure if I did, I usually do. Keen viewers will also know that a couple of weeks before that we were also in Brighton. Actually, this is a weird way to sit. I've got to sort something out. A backache sitting this way, and I just started. Yeah, so we were in Brighton. Now the reason we were in Brighton, and also in Brighton a couple of weeks ago, is that, like maybe many of you, we'd booked shows like 2 years ago and they'd been cancelled, rescheduled for last year, cancelled, rescheduled for this year. And two of the shows we'd booked were Frank Skinner and Ramesh Ranganathan, who you may know from, well, he's just all over the place at the moment. So stand-up comedian acts. So yeah, so we had those two shows fall, as it were, 2 weeks apart. Now, they weren't 2 weeks apart initially, they were quite some time apart. Although Brighton is one of our favourite sites, it's probably 90 miles from here. We had, the week before last, we had a nightmare journey. It's the Dartford crossing really. We're north of London, so we have to go across, we have to go through London somehow, and Dartford crossing is probably the most direct route. Certainly with a caravan it's easiest. So anyway, we had all sorts of nightmare travel there. which kind of put us off a bit. So now we're looking to, if we do weekends, we want to go north now. Geographically speaking, we're somewhere near Stansted Airport, so North London, maybe 20 miles as the crows fly north of London. Preferred thing is just to go north, because of where the roads are, A1, boom, straight up. So it gets a bit tricky when you finish work at like 4 or 5 o'clock on a Friday evening. To get somewhere before they basically close is tricky. Something we did, and I've never done before, is that we stayed. The show was actually fell on Sunday night, which again, not ideal for us. We normally, if we've been to shows before in Brighton, we drive down Friday night, stay Friday night, watch the show on Saturday night, stay Saturday night, and come home Sunday, which is great for work. So I could get home Sunday afternoon and, you know, do bits and pieces before work the next day. However, this time the show was a Sunday night. It wasn't originally booked on a Sunday night, but the rescheduled, you know, the show was at like 7 o'clock or something. We got back to the caravan at about 11 at night, and we'd done a lot of the packing away. What it meant was we had to leave Brighton at the latest 6:30 Monday morning. Not ideal. So Monday morning, this time of year, is dark. It was absolutely pouring down with rain. I mean, I absolutely got soaked. I didn't have any waterproofs with me, so I'm out there with my hoodie, getting absolutely pounded with rain at 6:30 in the morning, hooked the caravan up and drove back to get back for 9 o'clock to start work. Traffic was great until I got to the, if you're familiar with it, coming up from Brighton, there's a part of the road where you need to, it's 4 lanes, the middle 2 lanes or something, M25, and the right lane might be, or anyway, one lane goes M25, the other lane goes M23, I believe, A23. Anyway, cut a long story short, a van would sort of cut across and decided to go to the M25 turning, which is where I was meant to go, and then cut back again to go around the road. And with all this, like, what the hell's he doing? I missed the junction for the M25. Not a problem, sat-nav said, at 3 miles roundabout, turn around and come back and join the M25 again. That's okay. As soon as we came around the corner, traffic, 45 minutes stuck in traffic. Anyway, I did get back in time for work, but it was very stressful. So I think in future we maybe either won't go to Brighton, because it's just, the traffic has been a nightmare, and we won't stay Sunday night, definitely not, or we'll go somewhere, not necessarily, hasn't got to be any nearer, I just got to be that I can get there in 2 hours. Don't know that we do Sunday night again. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what you do. If you do that at all, you've stayed at the weekend, stayed Sunday night, and then come back Monday morning to get home for work. If you're working from home, of course, which is what I'm doing at the moment. Next year's plans. So we've booked a couple of weeks in the south of France for next week. I wish. Next year, somewhere. If you follow the vlogs, you'll know kind of roughly the area we go. Well, we're not going. We've been to the same site for a couple of years running now, or a couple of, maybe 2, maybe 3 visits now, and we've been hunting round for a site in that kind of area, but closer to a town that we frequent quite a lot, which we've managed to find and managed to get a pitch. I'll go into the details about the site in another vlog, but basically a couple of Thursdays ago the booking opened and we just managed to get a pitch, and then like we looked again the next day and it was completely full. So I think there's quite a mad rush for French sites by the looks of it. Not surprising really, because we've all been stuck in this country for 2 years. We haven't booked ferry or channel tunnel crossing yet. We'll do that in a while. But so at the moment we're going through the stage where Mandy's got the maps out, and we're just, Mandy basically does most of the planning, I'll be honest, or in fact all the planning. So we're looking at what sites we can visit on the way down. We'll probably do a 3-week trip. As you'll know, in the past we've done 4 weeks, but change of job, I'm not sure that 4 weeks is going to be realistic for me to, or actually this contract only goes up to February, so I might have a lot of time on my hands. So just a quick bit on winterising your caravan. Now this is something we've been doing for many years now. You kind of get a little bit into a routine. There's not a great deal you really need to do, but the main thing to do is to drain down your water tank. So you know that where your aqua roll goes in, you'll have a yellow flick switch normally under your seats. Lift that up. Actually, I've not done mine yet. I've got to do it, but do it before the frosts set in. If you've got outer heating, you don't need to do anything with the outer heating because that's got antifreeze in it, so that's all fine. So the main thing is to, I'll put a link to a vlog up here. Now I used the flow system. I don't know if you've seen that. It's a thing you connect to your water system and then you close all the taps, inject air, open all the taps, and it comes pouring out, which is really good. Unfortunately, I bought that when we had the Bailey and Swift use different water systems, so it won't fit. So I'm down to draining it off and maybe blowing through the blowing through the shower head as I've done previously. Again, a lot of people take these covers out and pile them up and leave open all the cupboards. We leave the fridge open. We don't really open all the cupboards. It's horses for courses, isn't it? Some people like to do a lot of stuff. I like to do the minimum I've can. That has kind of worked for me over the years. What we tend to do as well, although looking at the price of electricity, we might change this philosophy. What we do is we leave the heating on at maybe 10 degrees. We're fortunate enough to have it plugged in at home, so we leave it on at 10 degrees. So if it does get, below, it doesn't go below freezing at all in here. I said I needed your help with something. So what I'm doing, the logo here. I mean, as much as I like that logo, I kind of quite fancy a change. So what I've done, I've got a few logos together that I'll put up here. Now I'll label them A, B, C, and maybe D somewhere here. Now I'd appreciate it if you could give me your feedback on them. I'd like to see which one you prefer. I don't really know which one to go for. Maybe I'll stay with this, or maybe I'll keep this as well and then add one of these four here. So very different designs. I wanted to incorporate quality caravan vlogging in the logo. Now you'll know that I say quality caravan vlogging in the intro if you ever watch it. This is quality caravan vlogging. By the way, I wouldn't blame you if you don't. I might also change the intro, maybe make it a bit shorter, because I don't really like long intros myself and I generally skip parts. So yeah, thoughts on that logo please down in the comments if you wouldn't mind, if you'd be so kind. I've got a few vlogs in the pipeline. Like I say, a couple of them are taking a bit more research than I need. A bit more research than I normally like to do, because they do contain some facts. What am I talking? No facts. So this channel is mainly opinion based, as you'll know, and I'm not always right. That's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. So what's this camera like as a vlogging camera? I want to just check the stabilization. So I've got it slightly bent arm. It is heavier, but how much do I need to do? I could always swap arm like this. What do you think? Think it's doable? Walking down the street? What about that? It wobbles slightly on the handle. Can you hear that wobble? I think you can. Why do they make things that wobble? It's completely stupid. Do you like the light? By the way, the bang in the vlog last week, that was that light falling down. I think somebody said it was a bird hitting the window. Could have been. Wasn't.